Ghanatube so it was your former for snowy masan so atenasibium made some ahodo etwegum the four corners of Ghana na intem personal senior matnas no mede beka kotie ensem bia ekoso ewo omani na eba na busan format so e dia mamo.
Here is something at stake. Not a legacy of bad discretion, Mr. President. Deep-thinking country lovers like Professors H.K.C. Prempeh and Raymond Atuguba have the best description for our executive president, the all-powerful executive president. They call the president an imperial president. Literally nothing happens within the realm without the president. The president, they wield wide discretion, and I said to a point about, or in excess of 6,000 of those at the helm. Mr. President, the Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams prayed when you met him yesterday that you be your own man and not allow anybody to purport to exercise the awesome powers of state invested in you. None ought to be permitted to supplant you, however minimal. It is you we voted for and will hold accountable for all you preside over. This rather should be the guide. Article 296 of our Constitution. And this is what it tells you. It says, where in this Constitution or in any other law, discretionary power is vested in any person or authority, that discretionary power shall be deemed to imply a duty to be fair and candid. Fairness, candidness, being truthful. The exercise of the discretionary power shall not be arbitrary, capricious, or biased, either by resentment, prejudice, or personal dislike. Should not be affected by bias, prejudice, or personal dislike. And it shall be in accordance with due process of law. Let me tell you what I'm talking about this morning, Mr. President. The gentleman who has been removed from the NPRA, because very clearly he had a hand sort of in the Jachikwesing circumstances. He's being hounded out. That's resentment. That's not the power you have been given. Your power should not be affected by resentment, not by bias, and not by prejudice. Yes, some of us know you. I remember when you made a certain comment and many Ghanaians came at you and said, that is not the John Mahama we know. I sat on this show and we discussed that matter and I made a comment. In your usual polite way, you picked the phone and called me. And we discovered at the time that things were being done that required you to put up a certain posture. Otherwise, your own political party will not be excited with you. That was the time we were hearing issues about all die be die and all the vitriol. And you needed to show that you will not take things for granted. That you also had the capacity to reply in equal measure. Mr. President, the dismissals, mass dismissals that have happened, you need to overturn them by your own act again, guided by this principle of the Constitution. Yes, some of them may have been done wrongfully and not in accord with due process. Please allow the individual institutions where those people have been appointed to take due process to sieve the process. We have seen letters that show clearly that some of these dismissals, by the date you give, 7th of December, are not affected, but the people have been affected. Some of these appointments or recruitments were made in all good conscience and good faith. Reputable institutions led the recruitment processes. Yes, I know how the politics can destroy our institutions. I've been lawyer for people who have been affected before, who have been punished in similar way by the NPP, people who have been punished in similar way by the NDC. But is joining a political party a crime? Is it a crime that people join political parties and find themselves in those employments? There are places at the Pharmacy Council, for example, people who have served in excess of 2 decades. They have been in line to do a particular job. They got the job rightly over a year ago. They have become casualties. That's unfair. That's not in accordance with the Constitution, Mr. President. You have what it takes to overturn this situation so that the ritual retaliatory conduct by the political class will stop. There are people baying for the blood of Akufo-Dampare. What is his crime? What has he done wrong? If there's something you think he's not doing well, can't you instruct him to ensure that they are done well? Must he be removed? That's not the way to build this country. And that will be my take. H. Kwesi Prempeh and other democracy lovers have been saying that don't appoint MPs to public boards. You have just started. Can you stop here? It's bad exercise of discretion. Isaac Adongo is gone to Bank of Ghana board. Parliament is supposed to oversight that institution. So when they do wrong and these people are supposed to exercise oversight, how are they going to do it? Because they are part of these boards. Mr. President, stop that here. This was preached over and again. Akufo-Addo just spanned it. He told civil society in their face, in a meeting with them, that he has people who know better than them. You must not do the same. And that will be my take. We'll be right back.
Yakagotie and Semno about for comment a comment section. I measure I can kindly na ediamon. Answer na meso emusi meka musi aha Ghanatube so in sembia ekoso ewo online no onsa ebeka subscribe na hit notification bell no for quick updates see ade makabo.